who is ready for some day trader inspiration? This is some awesome stuff. And I believed it, but I was very skeptical of it. But then when he sent me over a tax form and I went through it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that is legit to me. And this is something where I just want to offer you up inspiration as a day trader, as a fellow trader, because I get it. Day trading is hard. It is challenging. It takes blood, sweat, and tears, and it can be a massive challenge. And you can reach those points where you start to question things. You start to just ask, is this worth it? Is this pretty much self-torture, this mental anguish? Is it worth it? Should I keep going? Is it wise? And only you can really answer that question. But when I got this email and then got the further proof, which I'll show you, which is just the tax return, it's something that's reminds me, keep on going, Clay. Keep on keeping on, because it can be worth it. It can be just massively worth it. And as you saw by the title, a student of mine just reached out, has made over $700,000 in 1 year. I mean, what would even $500,000? I mean, what would even $100,000 in 1 year do for you if it was a side hustle? And that's the crazy part. It's actually a side hustle for this person, because they are and they do work a full-time job also. So I suppose an underlying little bit of inspiration is you don't need to be a full-time trader to make quality money. You can do it as a side hustle. You can do it part-time, whatever you want to call it. But sometimes I get the impression that a lot of people, you're not doing it right. You're not going to have any sort of worthwhile success unless it's a full-time thing. And this person, Jorge here, as we're going to see, knocks that out of the park in the sense of, no, that's not true. And really, and maybe you've already started to read the email that's on the screen, but if you're somebody that likes excuses, if you're somebody that likes to kind of play, oh, woe is me, everything's rigged against me, oh, I can't get ahead, you're not going to like Jorge, okay? You're not going to like this video, because it's pretty crazy what he has gone through, what he has overcome, and how he is just truly just absolutely tearing it up. So let's go through this, and I'm not going to read every single, but a couple points that really stand out. He's from Mexico. So he's an immigrant. Not that immigrants can't get ahead, but hey, you know what? He is an immigrant. He's from another country. And with that, you can see right here that he spoke basically no English ability in his part. He graduated high school and didn't go to college. So that's another thing. Do you need a college degree to be a trader, to be a successful trader? Absolutely not. A college degree, not needed. It's in many ways, I don't know if it would hinder you more than help you. I don't. That's just me thinking out loud. So I don't want to say that for sure, because I don't know. But sometimes, and this was my case. Oh well, I have a college degree. And the market's like, oh yeah, you think you're smart, huh? Yeah, well, game on. And I realized relatively quickly I was not as smart as I thought I was. But point being, no college degree is needed. And right here, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with this at all, because this is what Jorge still does, and it sounds like he's worked its way and made the most of it. But he got a job in a factory, right? So he didn't go to college, got a job in a factory, and then right here took on a trade school. And I want to turn this into a life lesson. But if you're not quite sure what to do, I don't know, college isn't quite for me, learn a trade. Learn a trade. Jorge is a prime example of, and I'm not saying that because he went to trade school, this is why he's now doing this. But the point here being is, there's nothing wrong at all with learning a trade, going to a trade school. So I went and learned this trade in whole of non-destructive testing. And then this is now where he works for the biggest private rocket company. Fun fact, owner owns Tesla. So yeah, his official boss at the very top of the food chain is Elon Musk, which is pretty cool. But now let's get to the actual trading part. But I wanted to set that up. An immigrant who at first had very little English ability, as he said. And then you read through this email, and he's clearly he probably speaks better English than I do. So Jorge, I mean, you're putting me to shame here. You have all nice sentences and all that. But think about it. Things were not exactly in his favor at the beginning. I mean, he didn't even have the right documents so that he could go and, go about the traditional route that people that would, be born in the country can go through. But he kept on grinding. He kept on going. And then you can see right here his journey that he maps out. So starting trading in 2014, and then he signed up for my classes in late 2014, 2015. So, just that area. And then right here, recorded losses. And I want to point that out because this is not smart from a marketing standpoint, but just because you sign up for my classes, just because you go through my courses, doesn't mean that that's a magic pill, does not mean that all of a sudden you're going to start making money. Now, I would argue that you're going to start to avoid bleeding out. You're going to start to avoid just catastrophic events. However, it's not, hey, Clay, I invested in your classes. I gave you some money. I'm in the classes. Therefore, I'm taking this serious. Therefore, I'm going to start to make money. I really wish I could say it was that easy. And like I said, from a business marketing standpoint, I should be saying, hey, sign up for my classes and you're going to start to make money. But no, that's not how it works. There's still a learning curve. There's still the fine tuning to build a strategy for what fits your personal risk tolerance. My job as your guide, as your coach, as your teacher, whatever you want to call me, is to teach you how to take the tools and use them properly. However, you still need to take those tools so that you can build a strategy that fits your risk tolerance, your schedule, however, your comfort level. And once again, I realize that's not the easiest thing to say. The easy thing to say is, hey, sign up for my class, use my strategy, you'll make money. Oh, that's cool. So I don't have to think for myself. I don't have to build anything on my own. And that's just not the reality of the matter because, again, you and I are different in terms of risk tolerance. And there's going to be that learning curve where, things need to get figured out. Now, am I saying that it's going to take, in this situation, 3 years? It could. I mean, it did for Jorge. Am I saying, now, granted, to be fair, he didn't get my course until basically late 2015. But it was a couple years after he got my classes where he was still recording losses. But again, losses in the sense of figuring things out, not blowing up his account or anything like that. And then you can see here, 2018 profit, 2019 profit, 2020 over $700,000. And I mean, you read this part here, and that's just this part right here is the good stuff. I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I only trade because I love parts like that. No, this is a side hustle for me. This is another source of income. So I can't sit here and say that I do it just because you read about things like this, which is awesome. Like to know that this, the classes, the courses have helped him out that much is truly a great feeling. But, again, it's a situation where you get some structure, you get some education, you combine that with some hard work and some realistic expectations. Again, realistic expectations, not sign up for the class, within 30 days, you're going to master the markets. It can be a grind. It can take a lot. But I mean, when it ends here with $700,000, that's awesome. But that's also a huge number. So I said, Jorge, I'd like to do a video on this, but there's going to be people that are skeptical, and rightfully so. There should be people skeptical. So, I mean, do you have any sort of documentation that you can send me over? So he emailed me over this, which is the auto-generated form from his broker. So, hey, Clay, what broker is he using? Well, right there, he is using TD Ameritrade. And then you have just all the information here. And actually, let me zoom in so we can see the number that ultimately matters here. And in fact, let me go. And this will be fine. But right here, you can see that his net gain or loss, $699,687.67. Pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy stuff. And this is, and you see all, just the typical forms that the broker is going to create, and you just go down here and it's got all his trades. So I mean, this is just something where it goes through each and every one of his trades, and you can see here, just no, I'm not going to break down all this. This would take, in fact, let's see right there, you can see that this entire document is page, let's see, and this one is 7 of 28. So that's sort of a lot of documentation out there, but you can just see here, it's all his auto-generated, forms from his broker that he would now then, submit as far as taxes are concerned. But there you go, $700,000 in 1 year. If that's not inspirational, I don't know what is. And to think that this person started not having or coming as an immigrant, not knowing the English language, and going through what he's gone through to have it now be at $700,000, great stuff. But again, didn't happen overnight. Took structure, took training, took dedication, perseverance. But here he is. So Jorge, man, congratulations. Well done. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for being willing to provide actually a sensitive document like this. I appreciate you, willing to do that. And there's no doubt that it's going to inspire people. And I get it. Some of you, you're going to like, I don't care. You're still not going to believe it. And that's fine. I understand. But these videos are more for people that are already part of the community, that are just looking for that extra boost, that are looking for that little nudge to keep on fighting, keep on going, and hopefully to realize that it's okay if you don't and if you haven't mastered the market and it's been 2 weeks, 2 months. That's okay. It takes time. There are no magic pills out there, despite what some may portray, despite what some people may try to imply. That's just not the reality of the matter. The reality of the matter is, even if you invest into a structured program, you're still going to have work to be done. But right here, I mean, this is the potential outcome if you're willing to put in that effort and work. So again, Jorge, very good job. For those of you that enjoy these videos, and communicate to me, do you like to see other members' results and their success? 'Cause I mean, I could do a lot more of these videos, but I'm still kind of testing. Are these videos actually popular? Are they worth it? Is it worth my time to go through it? I'd like to think that they are, but as always, I need communication from you. So if you do enjoy videos like this, hit that like button and leave a simple comment down below. Good job, Jorge. Something as simple as that. Congratulations, Jorge. Just 2 words, right? 2 little things like that. Hit the like button. Congrats, Jorge. Congratulations, Jorge. Well done, Jorge. And that's going to help me gauge just how popular these sorts of videos are. And if they are, like I said, then I have no problem sharing other students' success. That way, if it serves as a tool to motivate you, fantastic. If it serves as a tool to maybe to get you to consider my classes, well then, hey, I have no problem saying that from a business perspective. I'm not going to complain about that either. But I will also say that if you're considering somebody else and you feel more comfortable with somebody else, then go with them. That's totally fine. I'm not saying that you have to go with what I have to offer, but if you are, I don't know, is it really worth it to invest into training when everything's for free? Well, yeah, it is for free, but the problem is it's random. There's bad information out there. But if you're wondering, should I make the investment to structured, a process in place? Well, then, like I said, I'd love to have you join my program, but if you feel more comfortable with somebody else, that's fine too. I just want you to do what's best for you and for you to realize what is actually possible if you go into this with realistic expectations of blood, sweat, and tears. But the outcomes can be very, very powerful. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Congrats, Jorge. And then check out the channel as a whole. There's a good variety of videos. So hopefully you like what you see enough to hit that subscribe button. But again, Jorge, well done, my friend. Well done. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.